Everybody, it's Andy here again from CryptoComparer.com, bringing you another cryptocurrency video. So now that we've started to build up a bit of traction on YouTube and some of our videos are starting to rank quite high for these different Dapps, we get contacted by various developers and Dapps in this space, and this is one that I want to show a bit of love to. They've asked us to look at the site. I think it's really good. Now, a lot of these Dapps in recent times have kind of come and gone, or they've started for a while, made a bit of money, and then disappeared. Obviously, likes of Lotto, Lambo Lotto and stuff. We know that they manipulate the contract. But the thing I like about this is it's legit. It's got the fairness in it. You've got quite really good odds as well. And we'll go into it a bit more detail in this video. For you who are familiar with the Tron Dapp space now, this looks a lot like the one that Tron game .fun launched. This one seems to have died a death. It was really small when it came out. It had a bit of traction, but the divs are non-existent. It was near enough impossible to try and get the T game tokens. When you load it up, it doesn't even show you what you've got available, how much. Which obviously says one game's worth 4 Tron. You can see it doesn't pay out on time, where a lot of them pay out in 24 hours now. So what the guys at Tron Go have done, we'll look at the white paper in a moment. So they've took the same type of concept but made it better. Now, one of the most popular ways that I've been doing it, obviously you'll find your own way, and it isn't financial advice. Just obviously don't put anything that you can afford to lose into these games, and if you do, make sure obviously you put, say, I don't know, 1,000 Tron, to make sure you get your money back out first, so you're just playing with profit. Now, we've been mining this token, and at the moment one Tron Go token is equivalent of 1 Tron, which is really good. You can see there's a lot more probable fair odds, and what I've been doing is betting on every single one apart from the 1 bar. So, and it gives you a 95% win chance. I can't do it as the moment now. We've only got 46 Tron left because like I say, we've been mining before the video. But you can see some of the things that other people have been doing, is these huge wins. So you can see there they've got like a 95% payout. Obviously they've hit the higher end on some of them, which is good for them. If we look at our bets, you can see we've lost quite a few. And then you can see all the bets that are happening at the moment. And then obviously a nice little feature is you can actually verify it as well, so you can see the transaction on TronScan when it loads. There we go. So you can see it's confirmed. You see the internal transactions between the different contracts on their blockchain. So I'll come off this a second, but basically what we can do, if we just say we just pick them 2, so we'll use the 40, we spin it. You can turn that old school arcade noise off. You just click on that. It does go off after the next spin. You see we didn't win on that one because that would have come in on the hot air balloon, which is just shy of 12 to 1 on the odds. So that's it. But you can see here, if you go to the dividend pool, you can see that the total staked so far is 16 million of the tokens. In the current dividend pool is 42,000 Tron. It's not bad going that for a Dapp that's not been around that while. You can see if you saw 100,000 go, you get roughly 169 Tron. So it's still early days, but obviously depends on the players and the dividends. They do pay out every 24 hours as well, which is good. You can see we've got 19,000 staked. I can stake them 40 as well now, so we just stake them. There you go, and they're all staked. You can unstake these tokens as well. You can actually play with the Go token as well as Tron. You can see there's our dividend payout. So at the moment, it's still early days for this. Obviously, when it builds up a bit of traction and more people launch more games, then the dividends will go higher. So this is why I'm playing this game at the moment. You can see it's starting to get, we've got like 32 there. We're going to get around about 33 again tomorrow, or when the next dividend pays out, which is good. So we can confirm that. Like you say, you can switch, if you've got unfrozen Go tokens, you can play with Go tokens as well. Like I say, you can have a little play around, play with the Go tokens, play everything but the bar. You've got 95% pay chance. Take your profits from the Go, and then obviously freeze them as well if you wanted to. So we'll have a quick look at the introduction. So you can see here, it tells you a bit more about the game. Lucky Slot is a random numbered game based on the smart contract on Tron mainnet, like a lot of the games now. It's easy to play. The players should set an amount of each bet. We talked about that a moment ago, and select the option you trust. Then click the start button to activate the game. If the lucky option matches the bet put by the player wins the profits, and the winning amount depends on the player's bet and the odds of the lucky option. So the FUR algorithm, and probably FUR, there's obviously a lot of Dapps now that are going down this angle because they need to be honest, because unfortunately there's a couple of bad eggs that spoil it for the rest of them. And I think it's forcing any new Dapps in this space now to come up with something bigger and better. Not so much reinventing the wheel, but if they're going to do the same dice game, they need to make sure that they can bring a different angle to it. One of these is Tron Dapp, which is launching soon. But I'll get back to the team at Tron Go and Lucky Slot. You can see there's 7 options with different probability of occurrence, and 24 different options and patterns. And the lower the frequency, the more the options. The house edge is really low as well, which is 1.5%. And obviously that's been written into smart contracts, so they can't tamper with it. You can verify the bets generated in real time as well, and you can verify transactions, which is good. Tokens and dividends, we've talked about. Users will receive Go as rewards. 70% of the platform's profit will go back into the dividend pool every 24 hours. And then they have the referral reward scheme as well. You need to play Lucky Slot with TRX at least once to get the rewards from your inventees. So basically you get like a referral code. As long as you've had a couple of spins with Tron, you can generate a referral code, and you can use that for to sign people up, and you get paid in commission. There is a link in the description for the Lucky Slot with Tron Go. We do get commission. It does help the channel out, so if you feel free, you don't need to click it, but anything we do generate is greatly appreciated. So we'll have a quick look at the white paper which I had up. Similar white paper as everybody. Start doing introductions. What is a Dapp? What is blockchain? Usual spiel. And it talks about the team at Tron Go. So the Tron Go team is a very young team. Its main founding members are blockchain enthusiasts from the United States and Singapore. They've accumulated rich experience in the Dapp community by launching many excellent products in Ethereum and EOS. It doesn't really say what products they've launched in Ethereum and EOS. I'll actually ask them, because I found some faults and some recommendations that I've done for the game as well. So I'll email them back. You can see the blockchain bundling. So basically they're saying it, I'll let you read it yourselves. They're basically saying that they started off in Ethereum and EOS, and then they've realised that Tron's a lot better, that the transactions and the actual monetary 24-hour volume in Tron is more than in Ethereum and EOS put together. So they're going to focus on Tron Dapps in the future. We talked about the FUR and safe, and the FUR algorithm. The security, so there's no submission, so no need to provide a private key. You know, obviously you don't give your private keys out, guys, because then people can take your money out your Tron wallet. So if anyone asks you for your private key, never ever give it to them. Insurance of the token goes, only provide decentralized. Yeah, there you go. The only one thing that gets me with this is the supply. I mean, that's really big supply of tokens. So obviously it's going to be, unless they start burning some, then we'll wait to be seen, but I'm still going to mine it and give it a chance. And let's see, Tron Go will never increase the total supply, and we will continuously destroy tokens according to the state of the platform. So hopefully, touch wood, when it gets a bit of traction, they'll start destroying this supply, because I think they should keep it at 100 million, like a lot of the likes of Tron Bet and a lot of the 888 Tron and the ones. That seems to be the go-to number at the moment for these. This is too high in my opinion. You can see a breakdown of the token distribution. So they've got private placement, initial fund, marketing, team rewards. ecological construction. So they've broke it down a bit and they show you where it's all going to token distribution. The mining pool, so 60% of the total supply, 6 billion into the mining pool. And then there's the different stages out when they release the tokens. So they got 1 billion, 1 billion, 1 billion. And then unlimited is like 10 billion. It's like 10,000 million tokens. Far too much tokens if you ask me. 10% of the total supply will be placed in an active account for private placement. All users who trust and support the development of Tron Go can purchase Go at a price of 100 Go per 1 TRX. No, I don't remember seeing an ICO for this, so I don't know if it's something that they're going to do at a later date, or maybe they need to bring out an updated white paper. But yeah, so yeah, usual spiel, talks about the game. But yeah, simple enough, really easy game at the moment. It's easy to mine. You're getting 1 for 1 on your TRX. As long as you're doing these 6 here, you're getting 95% pay rate. Don't put in more than you can afford to lose. And a quick another one that we're in as well is Tron Double. Now this is quite high risk. So again, like only put in what you can afford to lose. But you can get 3 to 5% back per day. So you can see there's currently 3.6 million Tron in the balance, 688 investors, and it's been online for 12 days. So if you're going to get into these type of dApps, get in with what you can afford to lose and then get your money straight back out, and then anything else is pure profit. So that's what we're doing. We've not put much in it. Full disclosure, I've only put 1,000 Tron in it. You can see, we'll talk about that in a second, but it's different packages here. So if you put it in for 50 days, you get 190 cents back. Easy maths, you put 1,000 in, you're getting 1,900 back. And then say 1,000 in, 1,600, 1,000 in, 1,320. So it's different terms, 30 days, 40 days, from 50 days, 20 days. Obviously you're only making 120 Tron on 1,000 Tron. But it might be worth it if you just want to do a quick flip. It depends on how much you put in. And then you've got the pink, which is 3% daily forever. So I've took out 3% daily forever. I think it's still early days on this dApp. I think once it gets traction, a lot of people will come into it. I'm just doing it at the moment. So you can see we started on the 3rd of March at 6:30 in UK time, put 1,000 Tron into it. Currently it's paid out 180 Tron. And then you basically just, as it accumulates, check it every 24 hours or whatever, click withdraw, really fast transaction straight back into your Tron wallet. So yeah, if you like the look of Tron Double, there's a link in description for that. They've launched D3T as well, so it's a bit like P3D, where the token values goes up. I'm kind of staying out of this at the moment and just stick to these daily ROI type games. You can see it's still very early days for this. So yeah, one D3T token is 12 Tron. Let's see who else. Let's see what's in there. This is, there's the balance, 573,000 Tron in the balance, 104,000 of the coins. It's only been live 4 days, so still early on that one, but I tend to stick to the daily ROI game, which seems to be more fair. But yeah, that's it. Link in description for Tron Double. Tron Go is the team that's developing these dApps. Lucky Slot is the first dApp that they've developed on Tron Go. They are saying that they're going to create more dApps as well, so it might be worth getting into this while you can and stock up on your Go tokens for a later date. Link in description for both. Until next time, everybody, goodbye.